Okay, good morning, second grade. Welcome to another day of e-learning. Today's lesson is for social studies economics. We're going to be going over some vocabulary words that will help you understand the lesson as we go forward. You should have already by now reviewed two Brain Pop videos on goods and services and needs and wants. And also you should have also watched two YouTube videos on the study of economics. Let's go over what the word economics means and some of the vocabulary words that you'll need to understand the lesson to go forward this week. Economics. Economics is the study of how things are made, how things are distributed, how things are sold, and how things are bought. Again, economics is the study of how things are made, how things are distributed, how things are sold, and how things are bought. Let's go over what that means for the word economics. The first thing we said is that it is the study of how things are made. There are several things I think you can think of for things that are made. For example, this desk was made. The chair that I'm sitting in was made. The computer that you're using or the cell phone that you're using are all things that are made. Those things are part of economics. The people who made those things are called producers. Producers are people who make things. Things for people to buy or things for people to sell. Produce means to make. The word make means to produce, and the people who make them are called producers. Can you think of some items or things that have been made or produced? Let me hear those ideas coming in. I gave you an example of a cell phone, a computer, a desk, or a chair, just to name a few things that have been produced. Whoever was the person who made this desk is called a producer. Whoever made this chair is called a producer. Whoever made this board is a producer. And all those things are called goods. That would bring us to our next terminology or our next definition for the word made as a part of economics. Goods. Goods are actually things that are made or grown by someone. We just talked about some things that were made. The desk, the chair, the computer, a phone. Let's talk about some things that are grown. Things that you grow. What are some things that can be grown? For instance, in a garden, in an orchard, on a farm, in a field. Things that are grown. Apples grow, bananas grow, carrots, potatoes, lettuce, all those things grow. Somebody is planting them for our use. They are all goods. Anything that can be made or grown is called a good. If it is made by someone who produces it. If it is grown, it is by someone who is a producer. The person who makes or grows an item. And the item that they make or grow is considered a good. Okay? Let's talk about the word distributed. The word distributed means to give away. If I pass out papers in class, I am distributing your papers. If I pass out pencils or markers, I am distributing your papers or your markers. The word distribute means to give away, to give to someone. When I distribute something, I distribute my supply of an item. Let's give you an example of that. You know that Miss Andrea likes glasses, all colors of glasses. I have white ones, red ones, purple ones, blue ones, green ones, and yellow ones. and a whole lot more. This is my supply. I have a supply of glasses. I can choose to sell or give away my glasses. If I do that, I am distributing, just as if I was distributing the paper and the pencils, because I am giving them away or selling them. That would be supply. My shades are my supply. I would be selling them or giving them away, which means to distribute. Okay? Now, let's talk about if I was to sell my goods, because these shades would also be considered a good. Why would they be considered a good? Can you tell me? They would be considered a good because we said that goods are things that people either make or grow. Do you think that these were grown in a garden? No. Do you think they were grown in an orchard? No. But perhaps they were made in a building. Perhaps somebody used their hands and produced them. That would be a good. These are a supply of glasses that are also a good because someone made them. Now I want to talk about distributing them, which means we said is to sell or give away. So if I wanted to use my money to purchase the purple pear, these purple pear are now going to be exchanged for money, and I bought them. I then become what? Which word did we learn that means I purchased something? The word consumer. The word consumer means that I paid money for a good. Does everyone understand that? This is a good. I purchased it with my money. I am therefore the consumer. If I give my money to someone for the glasses, I bought an item. Okay? I bought the glasses. I am the consumer. The person who sells these to me then becomes a service provider. What is a service? A service is when what you can do for someone else. When someone does something for you, they are providing a service. The person who sold me these glasses are providing me a service. They are allowing me to purchase something from their business. Let's talk about services. What are some services that we discussed before? Some services might include, what is Miss Andrea doing right now? Offering you a lesson. I am teaching. Am I providing you a lesson? Yes, I'm teaching. Therefore, I am also providing you a service. I am providing you a service. Okay? Now, let's think of some other things that would be considered services. Let's say Miss Andrea goes to the salon and I have someone work on my hair. Or if you're a boy, you go to the salon and you have someone cut your hair or groom your hair or wash your hair. They are providing you a service. That person would be called, well, in America, they would be called a beautician or a barber. What do you call that here in Egypt? What is the Arabic word for a person who does your hair? Let's think of another service provider that you may all know. What is a service provider called when you go to the place that helps you when you don't feel so well, you have a headache or a tummy ache or a toothache? What is that person called that helps you? A doctor? That would be correct. A nurse? That would also be correct. What about somebody who works on an ambulance? They have to hurry up and rush you to the hospital. They would be providing you a service as well. Let's think of another one. Can you think of any? Tell me. What are some services that you know? That's correct. I heard you. Who else has an answer? Correct. You're also providing a service. Very good. I hear all those wonderful answers out there. I heard someone who works at the store. I heard someone who helps clean your pet, like a groomer or a doctor, a veterinarian. Those are all people who are providing us services. I also heard someone say a baker. If you go to the store and they give you cakes and you pay for them, they are providing you a service. Good job. You're understanding perfectly. Let's go back to our definitions. Now, we talked about producers and we've also talked about goods. We talked about services and supply. Now let's talk about the word demand. Demand means I want it. Something you want. Let's use this again as an example. Miss Andrea loves glasses. I love glasses and I want them. Okay? Here, there are a purple pair, a red pair, a green pair, a blue pair, yellow pair, and a white pair. But let's just say I also want an orange pair. And I also want a turquoise color pair. And what about if I wanted a light green pair? Those would be the demand. When something is available that people want, that would be called a demand. There's a high demand for iPhones. Lots of people want those. Lots of people want iPads. Lots of people want PlayStation. Lots of people want Xboxes. A lot of people, a lot of girls want LOL dolls. Barbie dolls. Let's see. Your parents might want a new car. Or a parent might want another house or somewhere to live. Those would all be demands. What is available for us to buy? What is it that people want? Those are things that are considered demands. Okay? Hope everybody understands. Now, let's go over something a little bit more just to make sure you understand. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. If everybody wants the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, what word would that be? That would be demand. People want Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Okay? What people want that I can buy or sell is considered a demand. Okay? I have some markers. Lots of different markers. Green, orange, blue, purple, green, light green, dark green. Therefore, I have a huge what? Which word would that be? You're absolutely correct. I have a supply that I can either sell or give away. I have a supply of markers. If I use money to buy the markers, which vocabulary word would that be? I am being a consumer because I am using money to buy the markers. I am a consumer. Last one. The person who makes the cereal that are in here, in this box, which word would that be? The person who makes the box that the cereal comes in, or the cereal, actually this is a grain cereal, so it's grown. Which word would that be? That word would be goods. Okay? That would be goods. Something that can be made or grown is a good. Okay? Very good, boys and girls. Now we've gone over all of our vocabulary words, and I hope that you will be able to understand this lesson on economics. Economics is the study of things and how they are made, distributed, sold, or bought. We talked about the word produce and producer, what is made or the person who makes it. We talked about goods, things that are made and things that are grown. We talked about consumer, the person who buys the item that can be made or grown. We talked about demand because it's what people want. We talked about services, what people do for you. And we talked about supply, what people sell or give away. I hope that you've learned from today's lesson and you'll be able to apply these words to the things that you will be learning and using for the rest of this week's lesson. Hope it helps, everybody. Remember all of these vocabulary words, and if you get stuck, go back and review the videos that we've already watched, or you can call or message your teacher and we'll be sure to help you. Have a great week of e-learning. We miss you.